name it. What will we lose? Sovereignty and freedom. Now, some people say that's not important. Well, that's good. Then go to that other land that you wish to seek. An interesting thing that I've been calculating for a while, and I believe is something you're going to have to etch into your memories, for I may fall in this conflict and, in fact, anticipate the possibility. As Lindsey Williams said, though, what are you going to threaten me with? Heaven? We have nothing to lose and everything to gain, for we are criminals in the very land that we created. Your property is forfeit to taxes. Your children are forfeit to the government as chattel or property. Your future is sold by the people that you sent into government, who were supposed to govern, not rule. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, for now it is only up. Oh, we could sink a tad lower, but drowning is not my preference. For that reason, we are going to have to organize, plan, or as we say, educate, equip, and engage. And engage, and engage again. How will they affect us? Well, that old Hegelian principle of demonstrate the problem after you've created it, of course, and then finally have the solution, which you fabricated, is obviously quite apparent both with NAFTA, with the new firearms laws that are going to be taking effect very shortly, which will make you all criminals, of course. That is right. Many laws are in motion right now, and the mission of them is to create confusion. Step back and pay attention to the whole forest as one picture. As an enemy equipped with many tendrils, capable of attacking us on many fronts. We must attack the whole. Playing little Dutch boy isn't going to work. One finger here, a toe here. After a while, we lose. We cannot afford to be on the defensive in all areas. Oh, we will have to for a while. But in the initial stage, with the actions that are taking place now, we are going to have to strike. The gentleman here, I agree, said they are not listening to us in Washington. You are right. They are not. They have isolated themselves. They have insulated themselves. But for that reason, that will also be their demise. For while they have been insulated, we have been in motion. Our hand now reaches across the entire nation and organization. The people are disgruntled. Our earlier speaker, I cannot emphasize this enough, the people are being geared to be disgruntled, so that your enemy can rise up with its own source, its own individual, and take the initiative if they stumble with this one. Watch this hand, slap. They are looking for insurance policies because even now they hesitate as they are close to victory, as the hand reaches to grasp the ring, as I have said before. And if you don't think they're worried, take a look at the rapidity with which they are striking now. The actions are, they're not one here, one there. They realize that like a boxer in the middle rounds, he has to pepper his opponent with a variety of injuries, wear him out, and then with one decisive blow to a key position, shatter the opponent's capability to defend. Do not let them run you ragged in any way, shape, or form. Concentrate, focus, strike hard against a specific target, destroy it. You must start to think of things in military terms. Your enemy is thinking in military terms. Why do you think they are going after the weapons? Because they know full well that all that they are doing, as it says right here, and I will repeat it again, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation. Will it be legal? No. Will it have the color of law? Yes. They're always worried about their place in history. Always. For they can never be fully sure. There's always that tug of anxiety at the back of the coat. the not knowing for sure where the next knife is. This is the key. We have the proper tool in the proper place at the proper time. More patriots than they can count, more people than they can find. Kill me and 100 replace me now. Kill me today, and with what I already know and what I've already seen, as I said, I pity them, for we cannot stop them. I would hope that many of us would regulate the actions that take place. But I do not think that it'll be possible once things start. A world of misery and a lifetime of hurt are coalescing to a nexus right now, a boiling point. You can all feel it and you can all see it. It's a time of great anxiety, the gnashing of teeth. That was intentionally created. There's no accident to this. If our forces are to be successful, should we stand on the sidelines and simply talk? No. But should we talk? Yes. Why? I thoroughly believe in a Heavenly Father up above, and I pray every day that this will not happen, knowing full well that it will anyway. And that if it does happen, I grant that God give us the strength for total victory, and that I should at least be given the opportunity, if not to live as just a free man, but also, if need be, die as a free man, to preserve the freedom of my children. And I know full well that the other side will lose. That is guaranteed. But it's a matter of effort. When I stand before my Creator, there are a lot of questions that are going to be asked of all of us. And the first thing that's going to be asked is, did you do everything in your power? Did you do everything in your power? And I will be able to say quite honestly, yes, I did. You all need to stand now. These seats aren't full enough. The lines outside of their domiciles is not long enough. Outside of these buildings, outside of these halls, is not long enough. These rooms at the political end should be stuffed to capacity. Will they listen to you? No, they will leave. They will go to quiet chambers. They shall plot behind closed doors. But when somebody asks you, well, what did you do to stop this? Everything in my power. Everything that I possibly can. It is not a time for fear. That is the worst choice of actions, fear. An article was written that I read that's in my briefcase, as a matter of fact. It was in the back of Newsweek. America is made up of cowards and shirkers. In many ways, I would have to agree with that. The argument of the article by the person who originally wrote it states that if you are not willing to stand and fight and stand up for what you own, what you possess, which is a reflection of your life, it's credits accumulated paid to create tangible resource. That tangible resource is a reflection of your efforts. It is your personal possession, for it is your time spent. Some enumeration has been created, some transfer has taken place. But if you are not willing to stand for it, and if you do not feel that it is worth the effort to stand for, why should somebody else worry about that property right? Indeed, nobody will. People ask themselves, gee, how did we get into this dilemma? Well, comrade worker, tоварищ работник, you kind of got what you paid for. Socialism, socialism, socialism. You know what the symbol for socialism is? One of them that I use at work? That's socialism. The other guy's going to do it. I know he is. We paid for it. And it's a round robin in a big circle. As I said at the last meeting, what I like to do when I ask people, the symbol for fascism, swastika. Right.